To create a section, you first want to make sure you have your term already listed and that you have an access period ready for your term. Otherwise, you're not going to get a Create Sections button. When I click my term in the sections list, which you can access by going to Academics, Scheduling, and clicking the Sections tab, you'll click on the term that you want, and then you'll click Create Section. Here, it'll show you all the information that you need in order to be able to create a new section. Course, term, section, whether it's combined, what program, cohorts, if it's a meeting pattern, so is it hybrid, is it normal? And of course, a summary of all the information that you've submitted. So I'm going to fill this in and show you what to do after. So notice here, whatever course I select, here I have selected TRA 6936. Whatever I select will auto-populate with the correct information for that course. To create a cohort, I would want to select a number, a letter, and then add it. Once I've filled in my cohort, I'm going to click Next, and I'm going to create my meeting pattern. I'm going to fill in all my information, what day, start time, where, and my instructor. And I'm going to make sure to select them as my primary instructor, and I'm going to add them to the meeting pattern. Mind you, you can keep creating this for other days as well. If they teach more than once a week, then you can create this more than once for each day. Now, in the case of meeting pattern, after I've added everything that I've wanted to add, it works the same way as in MyBusiness 1, where it spreads those days automatically from the beginning to the end of the semester. If you want to go back and edit any of those days, you can do so by clicking the edit button here, and you can also delete them as well. Now, the meeting pattern hybrid is a little bit different. Because it's hybrid, it might be something like every 15 days, right? So in this case, we actually require having specific dates. That way, instead of having to select just the start time and end time and then have you delete all the dates that don't exist or that won't exist for this class, you'll just have specific dates that you know the class will be in. That way, you have full control of when this is going to be. Here is my summary of all the information. I can change its status here, whether it's created or canceled, and leave any comments if I need to. Once I feel that I'm ready to submit it, I can click Submit. If I change my mind and want to go back and change any other things, I can click on different steps. And if I think that I'm just not going to fill this one in, I can exit by clicking X. In this case, I'm going to submit it. And now, my class shows up. And I can see all the information here. This isn't the only way to insert sections as well. If, for example, you wanted to transfer over sections from one semester to another, you can do that as well. You would go to Academics, click Scheduling, and click Clone Sections. Here, you'll get a list of all duplicate sections, or you can also clone them by clicking here. Here, you would select the original term that you want to clone. So if you wanted to clone spring 2024 into spring 2026, you can do that. You would put it in the origin term and in the destination term. You can also choose to either leave it as is with instructors. So in that case, it'll pick the primary instructor or at least one of those instructors to insert. And if not, you could just insert them blank and then you can always go back to edit them whether they have instructors or not.